Let's buzz another one up. This one for Avril Lavigne, along with a Machine Gun Kelly at number 34, debuting this sixth debut. Last of 6 debuts on my fancy playlist of May the 8th, 2022. Avril Lavigne and Machine Gun Kelly with Boys Lie. It's off of Avril Lavigne's 7th album called Love Sucks. It was released on February the 25th, 2022. The album was there. Now, I've heard 3 cuts off the album so far. Bite Me was one of them, which is probably even more commercial sounding than Boys Lie. But I just want to put a good rock and roll, a solid rock and roll record on my fancy playlist. And what I like about this record, action-packed guitar. Avril Lavigne and Machine Gun, I'm running ahead of myself. Avril Lavigne and Machine Gun Kelly, they're playing their hearts out. They're playing with gusto. They're playing with passion from beginning to end. And they're playing it hard. They're playing it fast, but not sacrificing melody. Cutting some deep commercial grooves with this record. And the deal is, she hasn't lost her mojo. She can still rock. Although she did have some help on this album. I mean, she's collaborated with quite a few people on this album. Machine Gun Kelly, Black Bear, rapper, singer Black Bear, very talented person. And she's worked with Mark Hoppus on this album as well. And Travis Barker of Blink-182, he plays on some of the cuts of this album. She signed a deal with DTA Records, Avril Lavigne did, in the fall of 2021, which is Travis Barker's record label. Indeed, the influences on this album would include Blink-182, Green Day, Offspring. Indeed, this song kind of reminds me a little bit, that guitar-driven soundtrack of this record kind of reminds me a bit of All the Small Things by Blink-182. Remember that? Back in late 1999 or fall of 1999, early 2000, boy, this is going back in the day. Speaking of back in the day, can you believe it? 20 years ago, going down that time tunnel again, watching Complicated, her first hit record, Complicated, on MTV at night. Now, MTV, they were still playing videos at night. During the daytime, it was all those reality shows. Now, of course, it's all reality shows. But boy, they played the heck out of that video, Complicated. Teenage angst, expressing frustration and anger. She was spot on with that record, Avril Lavigne. About 17 or 18 years old. She signed her first record deal when she was 16. Arista Records. Big record label when she was 16 years old. She learned how to play the guitar. This is how she learned how to play the guitar. From listening to Fly Away by Lenny Kravitz, which was a fantastic guitar-driven record. She started singing at playing country songs at county fairs, singing gospel in church. Avril Lavigne, it had to have been really special for her. 17 or 18 years old, major record deal, major hit record. And then Skeeter Boy came after that in the fall of 2002, and that was a top 10 as well. As a matter of fact, I believe Complicated went to number 2. Complicated did. Skeeter Boy, top 10, and really like that one. Nice skate punk record of sorts. I'm With You, sort of a ballad type record. Top, if I remember correctly, top 10 in 2003. Happy Ending in 2004. She was laying it down, those powerful vocals of hers. Back in 2004, that went to number 9. Girlfriend. That was, God, her commercial pinnacle right there was Girlfriend. I was swinging over that record right and left. Went to number 1 here in the States. Although I think in England it went to number 2. But she's kind of tapered off since then. A song, What the Hell, that's the song I'm thinking about by her. She did in the early 20-teens, What the Hell in 2011. Dumb Blonde was another one she did in 2019. And she's got this new album out called Love Sucks, her 7th album. I believe I've already mentioned that. Well, the album debuted. The album did well on the album charts. The CD did well on the album charts here in the States. Debuted at number 9 on Billboard's top 200 albums, top 10 album in the UK, Germany, Japan. Got a good bit of chart action on the alternative side. But the reason why I'm picking this song as a buzz pick, well, it rocks. Got to have a good rock and roll song on these fantasy playlists. The reason why I want to buzz this record up is because her records, the songs off her new CD, have yet to cross over big time on the pop charts. And they're just as commercial as Skeeter Boy and some of the songs that she's done in the past. Speaking of which, let me go into the formats of this record. This record, obviously alternative, adult alternative. She's 37 years old now, I believe. And pop. Okay, if they're reluctant to play this song, I know I've said it a billion times before. If they're reluctant to play this song, if the program directors are reluctant to play this song during the daytime on a pop station, start on it at night. Play it at night. Who's it going to offend playing this song at night? Who? It's Avril Lavigne. She could still rock. And just trying to think of anything else that I need to say about this record. Still got her mojo on. They trade jabs, too. Machine Gun Kelly and Avril Lavigne. That attitude's still in place, but it's very playful at the same time. Debuting at number 34 on my fantasy playlist, May 8th, 2022. Let's make this a comeback for Avril Lavigne. A second coming. Think about it this way. Think of the history trajectory. 20 years after her first hit single, let's make this the second coming. This record right here, Boys Lie, or even Bite Me, which is probably even more commercial than Boys Lie, but Boys Lie got a little bit more, got just more rock in it. Well, I tell you one thing, it's going top 10 on my fantasy playlist. So there you go. Avril Lavigne, Machine Gun Kelly with Boys Lie at number 34 on my fantasy playlist. May 8th, 2022. It is a bona fide Dean Kirk Buzz Pick. Take care.